So the next question is, what do we want to do next? Do we want to do...
the big thing seems to be the nuclear reactor. Is there anything that we can do to progress that? Or?
The reactor or the Runic Matrix? One or the other.
Which do you think we could accomplish sooner? I
think the reactor might actually be easier.
Alright, why don't we do that?
Because I have a better idea of how that works. Okay. Which is kind of funny to hear myself say. You know, instead of trip, it says it sounds stupid when you say it. You know.
This thing's this grass has gone purple.
Oh, where?
Right here in this corner. Here, you know what? I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, just put a torch there. That coloration doesn't mean anything because with smooth lighting on, basically it tries to smooth the transitions of colors. That's why this green is different from that green is different from that green is different to that purple. Yeah, so it doesn't always mean that there's something wrong with that particular block. It may be purely cosmetic.
Could be, but just my luck. Do we need a lawnmower? Because man,
no, I did this. I did this with bone meal.
Why did you build up a billion?
I thought, well, I was trying to get some seeds. I was trying to get seeds for berry bushes or something that I could use to make different kinds of food. The only thing I managed to get was I found a sunflower in the box, and you can actually plant them, and when you harvest them and craft 2 sunflowers together, you get sunflower seeds, and you can eat those.
Oh, no, that would be good.
Okay, so I need to pick up the reactor pieces. Okay, I'm gonna put the cream in here. Oh, I also made here.
Oh, cookies! Cookies! Come here, cookies. Oh man, I can't remember when was the last time I ate cookies? Not eaten recently. Those are gonna be my next meal.
Yeah, in this mod pack, I think never. I think we just didn't have any.
No, I don't. Well, we needed sugar and...
Yeah, we just didn't have the stuff for it.
Yeah, is there an automated lawnmower we can make?
Yeah, I also made a lumber axe, which is the thing you need. It's like the other axes we had, you know, where it knocks a whole tree down in one whack.
Right. Oh yeah, we definitely need one of those.
Oh, and by the way, be careful with the hammer. The hammer knocks out a 3x3 block at once.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel like Thor.
Alright, so let's grab all of these pieces.
With great power comes great irresponsibility.
Reactor casing, reactor controller. These should be all the pieces. We shouldn't actually need to make anything. I don't think.
So is there any item and or article that is required we don't have?
I don't think so, but I won't know until I try, actually. Yellorium fuel rod. Okay, and that's all casting table stuff and bricks.
God, this is like Day of the Triffids stuff over here.
Okay, alright, so let's go to Biodome Omega.
Hold on, I'm getting rid of this Kentucky bluegrass.
Which is the underwater one. Because we figured if we had a meltdown, it wouldn't matter if we had it here.
It's the obligatory underwater level. Okay. Alright, that looks a little better. A little. Okay, so which one's the underwater?
Gamma.
Biodome Gamma. Here we come. Okay.
Okay, so I'm thinking...
This isn't the underwater one.
Oh, Omega, sorry.
Oh. There we go. The obligatory underwater level.
Did we have a chest here or anything? I don't see anything.
I don't think we were here that often to require it. I think basically
I was just wondering if we should replace the glass that we put with dirt there because it looks terrible, but alright, never mind. I'll make some later. Okay, I figure we should put the reactor on the opposite side of the dome from the teleporter, just in case. So
yeah, we don't want to blow that up.
Yeah, I think maybe here between the tree and the edge of the dome is a good place for it. I think the parts we have are not for a big one. So it doesn't need that much space.
Oh, since there's sand here, yeah, let me try the hammer, see what happens with that.
Well, be careful. I don't think it'll do it on. I think on sand. I think it needs to be stone.
Oh, okay.
Because it's basically an Uber pickaxe, not an Uber shovel.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay,
I don't think I have a shovel.
So I have been told that the way that you do this is you put down a 3x3 layer of the reactor casing.
Mm-hmm.
You put the empty fuel rod directly above that. You then put reactor casing again in the corners. Here, 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 and here. I put the control rod above the fuel rod. And then I have to have a power tap. Oh wait, reactor controller, is that? Wait a minute. No, I think I've messed this up. The problem is I have too many things and one that's not...
Not what's required?
Well, no, the description here basically says you make a 3x3 and in the middle you put the reactor rod.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I don't have reactor rod. I have Yellorium fuel rod and I have control rod.
So we're missing a rod.
And then above the control rod is the rod controller.
Is his name Stuart?
Let me... Control rod. Alright, let me try that there. And the controller on top of that.
There's nothing that could explode while we're doing this, could there?
I don't think so. And the access port.
Now, how far can we send this power, or is it just to charge things?
Okay. This is just to charge things at the moment.
Oh, okay. So basically we'd have to come in here, charge up batteries and or cells and...
Okay, no, that doesn't go there. That goes in one of that areas.
There?
And the reactor glass goes in the other one.
We have to pump water to it to cool it?
I think this is supposed to be a small enough one that it doesn't need that. Oh, okay, yeah, right. So that is more or less correct.
More or less.
Yeah. Okay. So, now I guess my only question is it as simple as... That's the access port. Eject fuel, eject waste. Oh, it produces waste. Well, that makes sense.
Well, duh, it's a nuclear reactor. So my question is, do we want to dig a chasm all the way down to bedrock to be able to dump our waste down so we don't have to worry about it?
Inlet mode. Sets the access port to inlet mode.
Not to mention the fact that isn't there going to be radiation leakage? Especially around the waste products? I don't think the wood's going to help. Or the sand.
We're just trying to get to the top of it.
Oh.
Control rod insertion. I have no idea how this works.
Well, presumably, they have the reaction rods that are in, a liquid-cooled source, and the rods are raised and lowered to increase or decrease the nuclear reaction, and then there are receptor panels.
There's a thing on the control rod up here that basically allows me to increase rod insertion.
Right. So raising or lowering would be increasing or decreasing your output, I would think.
Well, decreasing it should be, because with the control rod completely out, right, the reaction should proceed unregulated.
Which we don't want.
I would presume. I reduced it to 10%, but I don't have any indication. Oh, okay, there we go.
Well, there's a core fuel status at 25% fuel, 0% depleted. Fuel rods 1, max capacity
Status
4.
Offline. Deactivate
Waste
reactor.
empty.
Activate reactor. Okay. All right.
Did you activate it?
No, not yet. I put in
just
status
one. Offline.
I put in just one of the Yellorium ingots I have.
You see this warning over here? Do not auto-eject waste. Waste must be manually ejected. Ejection can be done from the screen or via redstone, or computer port signal. So somebody's got to maintain this.
Yeah.
Or we need a computer. So the question is, how often does the waste products have to be fixed?
Where's the damn wrench? There.
Okay, there's an energy buffer. 0 to, was it 310 million? Core heat temperature. Heat of reactor's fuel. High heat raises fuel usage. Core heat is transferred to the casing. Transfer rate is based on the design of the reactor's interior. So supposedly there is several designs that you could use. Casing heat. Heat of the reactor's casing. Heat raises energy output and coolant conversion.
Okay, let's try turning it on.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Casing heat.
Still says offline.
Casing heat 0. Core heat. Energy buffer.
Activate reactor. Do you want to activate it?
Yeah, I'm going to activate it.
Okay, it says online. Whoa, raising numbers.
Yeah, there are numbers.
Wow, we're already at 192C. So can we turn this on and off as needed?
And coolant conversion? Where was I supposed to put in coolant? There's no...
I would assume we'd have to put water somewhere.
I don't know, there doesn't seem to be...
Wait a minute,
oh,
is that the sand here?
Eject waste, eject fuel. No, there's nothing there.
Well, there's a little glowing port you can see.
That's just the window. That's the only thing that's not an interactable block.
Oh, okay. So what's this one for? Oh, eject fuel, eject waste.
All right. Well, it is charging.
Mode.
It is charging the energy cell. So that's one thing.
Okay. Inlet mode sets the access port to inlet mode. Port will accept items from pipes, ducts. Port will not eject items to pipes or ducts.
Yeah, that's for fuel, I think.
So our leadstone cell.
Fuel reactivity. How heavily irradiated the core is. Higher levels of radiation reduce fuel burnup.
Indeed.
This reactor is passively cooled and generates energy directly from the heat of its core. So in other words, there is no additional cooling. It's basically doing whatever it's doing it now.
Right. So we don't need to pump water in and out of this thing.
Nope, and it is filling the leadstone energy cell that we will use to run the machines to do the ore processing.
Okay,
This is a success so far.
Okay, well the levels seem relatively low on this metered scale, so I assume we're good. And the core fuels, you've only got one rod, so you're at 25% capacity as far as the rods go.
I only put one ingot in. I have 4 of them. So
okay.
I figure if I can fill a cell with that, I won't add any more until I need to.
No, I'm just worried about explosions.
This one's passively cooled. I don't think it can explode.
Well, the other thing is, where do we do and how do we handle the waste?
No idea.
Oh, man.
Well, see, this is why I put this down here, where we basically don't care what goes on. Right. I mean, I don't want to be, anti-environmentalist about it, but in terms of the game world, we really don't. Hey, what's with the weird pieces of glass? Do you notice that?
Define weird.
There's 2 red-colored pieces of glass at the very top, near where the tree touches.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's odd. Maybe it's decorative.
I think it's
because
I'm assuming it's just
decorative. There are 2 different kinds of glasses here anyway. One's with the
several. I mean, there's the ones with the symbols on it, and there's the one with the cross hatching, and then there's the one in the roof that have the little symbols in them and stuff.
The ones look like bricks. And the ones with squids.
We're about 25% on the leadstone cell. So this reactor basically does not produce a lot of power. And if we want to make our own materials and duplicate, we can make a bigger one. Although I think the bigger ones need cooling. Basically, if you make this like a 6x6 or a 9x9 instead of 3x3, then the gap between the walls and the core are filled with coolant liquid, which we would also have to manufacture somehow. But this one, there's basically no room for coolant blocks around the core, so it just doesn't make much power at all.
Do you want to try putting in a second rod to see if we can increase the charge capacity?
I think all that's going to do is make the fuel last longer. So if it runs out of fuel before this block figures, I'll put some more yellorium ingot in. The problem we have though is that we don't have any tools that have a high enough mining level to actually mine yellorium from the world. I found it in a few places, but I don't have a pickaxe good enough. Because basically above the diamond level of pickaxe, there's like supra diamond and alien and a bunch of other stuff. And the best I have is diamond level. It's a steel pickaxe. Also, by the way, if you just want to check it out, what the hammer does.
I was going to ask about the basement.
Yeah, come down here until we find some stone. Yeah, like right here.
Okay.
Like next to your head. Ooh.
Whoa, that's neat. Oh, wow. It's almost like having a diamond drill again.
Well, it's no mining laser, but, you know.
Oh, there's spider webs down here. Were there spiders?
Yes, there are spiders.
Oh, this is glass. I didn't know that was glass.
Did you break something?
Sadly, I did. Oh, you can't pick up those blocks. Oops. Whoa! Oh, that was you.
Yep.
No, I didn't. I didn't see that there was glass there. Yep. I just wanted to walk through and take care of the spider webs, and it started to break.
I think I may have killed the spiders that were in there. I'm not sure.
Okay, let's try my.
Okay. So anyway,
my hammer.
Did you put the glass back or something?
It didn't. I couldn't pick it up, or it doesn't exist
with sand.
anymore. Yeah.
No. When you break glass, it doesn't get harvested. It's just broken.
Yeah. So.
Oh well, now you okay. But there's taint over here, so we really don't want that open.
Oh no! Well, there were dark areas down over here. I wanted to put some torches up at least. Is there anything really down? Wow, is there a whole mine down here?
Yeah, it's mine chest.
Oh, neat. We should probably explore those at some point.
There are some better ones. Where did I find them? There were some better ones somewhere else. Okay. Probably shouldn't leave the reactor by itself for too long.
Probably not. You know.
Okay, we're more than half full on this cell. Neighbors are renovating again. Can you hear that? Sounds like somebody's running a rotary sander.
Oh, I think I did, yeah.
Okay, 25% full, 4% depleted. Okay, so it doesn't look like capacity. It looks like one yellorium ingot will do us for a while anyway.
Well, that's good.
It's not producing, like I said, it's not producing a whole lot of energy. 25 RF a tick.
Yeah, but we've only been down here, you know, what, 5 minutes, and it's already over half full. So now, how long will that lead cell last?
Not that long. I mean, I was able to. I put it this way: I was able to grind up a lot of the ore we had using 2 charges of a block.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay for now. I mean, I don't honestly think it. I guess it's going to turn out. It's going to turn out when we build the Runic Matrix, basically how much stuff, like what resources we're going to need to burn to get the essentia we need to do the infusions to make the Dawn Totem and the Dawn Machine. So until we get closer to that, I won't really know how much power we're going to need.
Okay.
I think that's more for the, like, basically once we clean things, if we want to make industrial production in those areas and treat it like a normal Minecraft world, because that's kind of the reward. The reward for finishing the mod pack is now you have a world just like you'd have in normal Minecraft. Now you can play Minecraft in your Minecraft.
Yeah, I feel like South Park. It's like, well, what do we do now?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Now we can play the game.
Yeah. Okay, well, this seems to be a success. So the question is now, what was the other thing that you wanted to do?
The Runic Matrix. That is. Let me look in the Phenomenomicon. I've done a bunch of stuff in this thing as well. Some of it more useful than other stuff. I made some of the potions. I haven't done a silverwood infusion. You can actually make silverwood saplings out of normal trees, but it's an arcane infusion, which means you don't do it with just a crucible. You need this Runic Matrix thing, which is this big machine that we're going to have to make. So once the power cell is full, we'll go back to, it's about 90% full now.
Oh, tutorial information.
And actually, I think
shift control to fine-tune the energy control.
We can probably, the best way of getting more power probably actually is to just either make bigger or more leadstone cells and just rotate them through. So I bring them down here, charge one, bring them back. We can have one plugged in for charging while we use the other one.
Right. Now, are we going to generate waste doing that? And if so, how much?
I don't know.
I
know it has to be ejected manually, and I don't know how we're going to handle it. It may just be that we dig a hole down to bedrock and drop it down there. I honestly don't know.
I'm wondering maybe if we should do that. 25% full, 6.5% depleted.
1,000 millibuckets of waste is 1 ingot. It says dump waste excess, if any.
Waste right now is at 66 MB. Fuel is at
so you don't even need to worry
MB.
about it until it reaches 1,000, because 1,000 is 1 ingot worth of waste.
Gotcha.
So
does waste come out in ingots?
I guess.
Well, the other question is, if that's the case, then how do we handle the ingots and not irradiate ourselves? Because we don't want to get radiation poisoning.
Okay, it's full. So I'm going to turn the reactor off and grab the leadstone
temperature's
cell.
dropping.
Yeah, it should.
Temperature dropping, power output's dropping.
Okay, we can go.
It's kind of hovering at 19C.
That's fine. Once we leave there's no chunk loader. I don't think those things include a chunk loader. So once we leave, it should stop doing anything. And the neat thing about this machine is you don't even need to place it and wire it. You can actually just click on the pulverizer and insert the lead cell into a slot on the device. And then I can just grab some, let me grab some ore. Let's do some iron just for the heck of it. So this will double the ore you get out by making 2 dust for every 1 block of ore.
Oh, wow.
And then you put that into either the smeltery or a regular furnace, and it makes the ore out of that. Okay, so next is Runic Matrix. And this I have even less of an idea how this works than the reactor.